Israel has carried out a strike in the Lebanese capital, Beirut, claiming it killed a key Hezbollah leader. In a statement, the Israeli military described the attack in the city's southern suburbs as a precision strike, targeting the chief of staff of Hezbollah. Lebanese Health Ministry said at least 5 people were killed and 28 injured. It was Israel's first strike in Beirut since June. However, it has carried out regular strikes in Lebanon since a November 2024 ceasefire agreement with Hezbollah. Now let's bring in the journalist Stella Mena in Beirut. Stella, tell us more about the Hezbollah commander that was targeted there by Israel.
Well, according to the Israeli army, the commander that was killed was the chief of staff, which is a man called Haytham Ali Tabatabai, which is effectively the second commander of Hezbollah. He's known to be a founding member of the organization and a senior commander who was involved in the fighting of the organization in Syria and Yemen. In 2016, the US Department called him a terrorist and put up a reward over many $1 million on information about him. We have so far no information from Hezbollah itself whether he was really killed in this attack. The only thing that we do know until now is that the bombardment killed 5 people at least and injured more than 28 people. And this is due to the fact that the airstrike was on an apartment complex in the southern suburbs of Beirut, which is a very densely populated area where many people are living, and there was no evacuation warning before the strike.
Now, how has Hezbollah responded to this strike?
So again, there is no official statement since now, so we simply do not know whether Hezbollah is planning to respond to the strike or not. Naim Qassem, Hezbollah's leader, said earlier this month that everything has its limits, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Hezbollah is planning to retaliate for this attack. Hezbollah is in a very, very difficult situation at the moment. The organization is heavily weakened due to last year's war with Israel. And it's also facing a situation where the Lebanese government is planning to disarm Hezbollah. So speaking of these facts, Hezbollah is not really in a position where they are able to fight back. And also speaking on a more domestic level of Lebanese politics, Hezbollah is also not in a position where they can drag Lebanon into another war. So we simply have to wait and see. But as we also said, this is not the first strike Israel has carried out on the capital, Beirut. The last strike was in June, and Hezbollah has also didn't do anything back in June and has also not replied to any of the strikes in the southern parts of the country.
And now, what does this mean for the ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah that has been in place since last year?
If you ask the people here in Lebanon, the more relevant question is really, what does the ceasefire agreement even mean? As I said before, this is by far not the only violation by Israel of the ceasefire agreement. Since last year, UNIFIL, the UN peacekeeping troops who are deployed in South Lebanon and who are helping with the disarmament of Hezbollah, they have counted more than 7,000 violations by Israel of the ceasefire agreement. The Israeli army has killed more than 300 people since the agreement took place, and also killed more than 100 civilians. So for many, many people here in Lebanon, the war has not stopped. And I'm not sure if you can hear it through my microphone, but the Israeli drone is hovering over our heads here in Beirut, which is adding more psychological stress for many people here.
The journalist Stella Mena there reporting from Beirut for us. Thank you, Stella.